You might have heard that live shopping is exploding. And I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop, prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No! You can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's Zenni.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. How are you? Come on in here. I'm so happy you're here today. If you're just showing up and you're a Generation Z young adult and thinking, Scott, what is that music in the background? That it sounds real. It doesn't sound like AI. It sounds very boomerish. Is that an old-fashioned boomer tune you're playing today? And if you've been with me for a while, you know this is the original theme song to the Daily Boost that I set aside back in, I think it was early November. And I walked in today, I said, I want to feel good, and I want to slip some old slippers on that just feel really good, and I pulled this, it was sitting over there in the thing anyway, so I just pushed the button, frankly, and it feels good. Today it's about feeling good. It's about dopamine, oxytocin, all the chemicals in your body and how you can access those, boom, just like that, to feel good today. We'll talk about that. It is a Daily Boost from motivationtomove.com. My name is Scott Smith. Good to have you. First time around, always have newbies here, always coming in the first time around. I'm going to actually tell you what my deal is, okay, in a minute here. Somebody asked me last week, what's your deal? So before we get into the actual content today, the word content producer that I am, you're going to get to know my deal, because I think if you don't know my deal and what I'm all about, what drives me, why listen to me, okay? To me, it makes perfect sense. Why would you do it if you didn't know what I'm up to? By the way, as a visual to the right is a beautiful 15-pound orange and white tabby cat. He's 15 years old. He's in great shape. He's not fat. He is just solid and just a beautiful kitty. His name is Minou. When we got him when he was 12 weeks old, he had that name. I think it's French for kitty cat. I liked it, so we kept it. So he's sitting here. He said, Dad, when you're in the studio, which is not that often, I'm going to stay with you and help everything be perfect. Yeah, I did it, didn't I? Sorry about that. Got a call last week, and young lady said, Scott, I've listened to you for 2.5 years. What's your deal, man? I don't get your deal. And I get she doesn't get my deal because I get it, and I don't talk about that often. I just don't. I just do my thing. And she said, well, so what's your deal? I mean, I think I want to work with you, but I have no idea how to work with you. I said, well, okay, well, I guess I can tell you. So here's my deal. Maybe this is you. Maybe you thought about this. I think it was about 25 years ago. I'd had enough. I was done working. I wasn't done working, but I was done at corporate. I was done with, it wasn't even corporate. I was done with the commutes. I was done with it. Sitting at a desk, and people saying I had to stay there for 3 more hours because just in case something happened, and you can leave at 5 unless something happens, and then you must work late to get it done and then be back in early because somebody might come in overnight. I'm like, what? That's BS. Why can't I go do my own thing? I didn't get it, but I didn't like it. So one day I got up and walked. Well, I didn't walk out. I gave notice. And they couldn't believe I was quitting a job. It's a good job. And I said, I don't get it, man. I can't do this. So I walked out, not knowing what I was going to do. I got in TV and advertising back then, paid the bills. And shortly after that, my wife died. My first wife, Sheryl, she passed away. She got sick and died on me, left me. She was sick for 6 years, so we kind of worked through the process. I wasn't surprised by when she passed. There I was. I was on my own. I'd given up all the comforts, all the certainty that a lot of people just stick around for. And then the most certain thing I had in my life, my first wife, was gone. And that's all I had was cats and a motorcycle. So life wasn't that bad. But I also had a new attitude. I said, nah, I'm not going back. I like what's happened. Things are changed. I'm going to keep it this way because I knew what I wanted. I wanted to make a great living because all of us want to make a great living. We want to have our future, we want to have our retirement, all that kind of stuff. I knew I had to have that. So I couldn't just walk away from everything. So I'm going to be responsible, right? But I also knew something else. I wanted to have an impact with the world. I wanted to impact you. I wanted to teach you. I wanted to entertain you, make you laugh a little bit every so often. I wanted to have complete 100% control of my time and my schedule. I wanted to be able to work with who I wanted to work with and not those people I didn't want to work with. If I didn't like something, I wanted to be able to walk away. If I liked something, I wanted to do it more. I wanted monthly recurring revenue, passive income if I could get it, multiple streams, because that sounded like fun. And I didn't want to be strapped to the computer. Yeah, we're there sometimes, but I said, nah, I don't want, I want, as they call it, the laptop lifestyle. But even 25 years ago, I knew that I didn't want the laptop. And so I structured my life to have all the freedom, everything I could to do the things I want. People can't explain it sometimes. I've helped tens of thousands of people doing this, and I have dozens and dozens of coaching clients right now helping them do the very same thing. And the laptop, well, it sits over there. But what happens is I come in here, whatever day I come in, it's not every day, but when I come in, I work a couple of hours, I put the robots and the automation together, and I leave. And I go have life. That's what drives me. So if you want to know my thing, that's my thing. And that pumps the dopamine up in me. It gets me out of bed in the morning, which is why we need to make the changes and go the direction we want to go. Because I can promise you this, if I didn't do the way I do things right now, I would hate my freaking life. How do I know? I hated it 25 years ago. I ain't going back, baby. Can I say that now? I said baby. I didn't point to anybody. Didn't say anybody was a baby. I just said baby. Ooh, that woke thing still gets to me sometimes. It does. It's just a word. Okay, let's talk about dopamine. Now, we're not going to go really deep on dopamine today. We're not going to do that because that's Andrew Huberman's job. He owns that and morning routines. So let Hubie do that, okay? But dopamine's inside you. It's a chemical that makes you feel good. Now, it's really good because you can use it and to feel good, and it's a feeling you get when you do things you like to do. Just leave it at that. The chemical, your brain just fires off, right? Now, I don't know if you notice this as well. Dopamine is one of these things. It's actually a double-edged sword. I like the feeling of dopamine, man. Me too. But dopamine is like I like pizza. And so I'll start eating pizza. The dopamine probably gets me to the pizza, and it makes me take that second, third, fourth, and fifth slice. The dopamine keeps firing. But ever notice that suddenly the dopamine switches around? Suddenly, the dopamine hit comes from not eating the pizza because you're so full, you're going to barf. Dopamine is like that. It kind of works both ways. But you can fire up the dopamine. You want to know the easiest way to do it? Explore the possibilities.
Heat up your 4th of July at the Home Depot with our wide variety of grills under $300 and make every gathering one to remember. Give your outdoor space a glow up, whatever your budget is, with savings on seasonal plants starting at $5. With the grill fired up and your backyard set to perfection, you'll be able to invite friends and family over to kick off the party. Start celebrating with low prices guaranteed at the Home Depot. Prices may vary by store. Exclusions apply. See homedepot.com/price match for details.
That is a term I coined many, many years ago. And at the time when I coined it, it just was observational. I just noticed in myself at first, and then I noticed in other people and talking with other people, that when they were open to possibility, when they looked around, when they, released the constraint, when they said, listen, I'm not going to commit to anything, but I'm going to open up and say, hey, what if something pops up today that I'm interested in? What if something catches my attention? What if I just follow that a little bit and see what happens? Lean into it a little bit instead of saying no. You'd be surprised what happens. You can get married doing that stuff. You can get raises. All kinds of things happen. if you just follow what captures your interest. Now, what I know now is scientifically, and even Andrew Huberman would back me up on this, scientists now know that's exactly how you find your passion in life. That's exactly what happens. And it's just as simple as this. When you're willing to open your eyes and explore and look around and try some things differently, just do things differently, relax a little bit, sometimes something will capture your attention. And sometimes interest will begin to spark. And sometimes you will follow it. And sometimes purpose becomes the result of that. And if you do it long enough, meaning becomes real in your life. And then you get like me and you end up, after doing a show for 20 years, that became a legacy I never thought I was going to have, doing a long show, a long podcast. So get out there today and explore a little bit, okay? Now, what's the next thing we can do? Well, this is one of my favorites. Adam, who's in my inner circle, he's from South Africa. He's fun. I think he says he talks fast and thinks slow. Me too, you too. But he uses my daily awareness diary that is so powerful and just really, really will teach you how to be aware of what's going on in your life. And I have 9 questions on that diary. He added a 10th. What's on my anticipation engine? Now, again, another phrase I coined a long time ago, where we understand, and science has now reinforced this, that when you have something to look forward to, you just get more excited. Life is better. It's like a kid looking forward to a birthday or Christmas, just pure excitement. It's like me when I decide to buy a new motorcycle. Oh, you can't hold me back. Now, once I get the first payment, it's like, what I do. But you know what I mean, right? It's something to look forward to. It could be anything. I like to go to concerts. A lot of different kind of concerts. I'm not real picky. If I like somebody, I'm going to go see them. And I like to buy tickets. I notice I'll buy tickets months or a year and a half in advance sometimes. Although I've done that before with some oldies, and they died before I got to see the concert. Darn, should have seen them sooner. But it's still, the anticipation was there. Then I had to anticipate a refund. It just works out. It doesn't matter how you do it. It works. So how do we use this? Got a birthday party coming? Got a vacation? Got a date? Anything. Make a separate list of the things coming up in chronological order from the closest to the furthest. So you have a list where you can see what you're excited about living life for. It's amazing. I wouldn't go too far, though. I wouldn't go more than a year. I'd keep it pretty current because as a human, you can't project out that far. I mean, a year in advance is just so far. We can kind of think about it, but we can't feel it. If it's a month in advance, we can feel it. Keep it tight. What's the next thing? Well, this is where the oxytocin part of this comes in, okay? It's connecting with like-minded people. This is why my inner circle works so well. We have people I have personal coaching clients who will cancel a personal call with me that they pay a lot of money for. They'll say, don't worry about it, Scott. And they show up on my group call. Because we got people that are like-minded. We have relationships. They connect. It's so powerful. I so believe in it these days. Connect with like-minded individuals. They could be in a group like I have. It could be at a church. I know, Scott, it's those church is great. That's okay with church, but it's those darn people. Yeah, I know. Listen, wherever you go, it's all about the people. But trust me, when you have a like-minded approach and you find people that are like you, it gets fun. Does it get difficult? Yeah, sometimes, because with people come liabilities, because it's people, right? You got to navigate all that stuff. But when you find that you're on the same page, it's okay. It's like your family members. You kind of do anything for them, won't you? Even though you might ruffle the feathers of each other from time to time. And what happens is, if we bring this all together, you start looking at it. When you explore the possibilities and have your anticipation engine, that is the dopamine hit you're looking for. But the oxytocin, that's the connection. That's what brings it all together. So you have to have that. So if you can find something that you can anticipate after you've explored the possibilities and it involves people, life gets fun. You literally rewire your brain to make it more efficient at pursuing your passion and achieving the positive results that you want. It's not just feel-good advice, by the way. It's actual science and actually how passion works in your life. And sometimes it's hard to believe because people say they'll poo-poo the passion thing all the time. Passion, oh, I don't believe in passion. That's because you haven't found it yet. That's because people pitched passion forever. That's because every freaking life coach got out and said, don't live your life, live your passion. Come on, feel your passion. I got news for you. You can say it all you want to, but the truth is that's exactly what you want. That's exactly how you're wired. That's exactly what you need to do. And when you figure out how to do it, you step quickly from passion, purpose, meaning, and legacy. You're happy every single day of your life where you're just happy. That's the truth, guys. Don't let the marketing fool you. That's how it works, all right? All right, I'm a little fired up today. Apologize for that. Listen, if you would like to be one of the people that I work with directly, I do have an opening or two for private coaching clients. I do kind of a hybrid of business. I don't do a lot of life coaching. Mine's more of a hybrid, the freedom lifestyle, the laptop lifestyle without the laptop, passive recurring income, automation, AI. That's really what I do. I've done it forever. And if you want to do a podcast, I help people do that too. Whatever you want to do, talk to me about it. Go to coaching@motivationtomove.com. Just let me know. We'll have a conversation. I'm not going to try to sell you, but you might have to sell me. Just going to be honest, okay? Well, if we get along great, we'll get along great. And if you prefer a group, my inner circle is just awesome. You might want to do that. Got to have a little higher income to be in that group. It's not cheap, just telling you, okay? Send a note to coaching@motivationtomove.com. Again, have a conversation about it. If you like it, come on in. And if not, that's okay. We got a podcast for you. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow right here. What theme am I going to play? I don't know. We'll see.